guys, welcome back to Derby Koi on this very overcast day. Winter's on the way, obviously. Still holding off with covers. Obviously, if you watched the last video, you all know that I found fluke. Fluke treatment's in. That went in yesterday. Fish seem a lot happier. As you can see them, a lot happier, and they're actually swimming around. But I want to say a massive thank you to Daz from Skegness Pond Supplies. Obviously I didn't have enough LearnX Pro, so I contacted Daz and he got some sent out to me as quick as possible, and it came virtually the next day. So massive thank you to Daz from Skegness Pond Supplies. If you haven't already, pop over and check his channel out, and he has got a website for all your needs. Get in touch with me, he can help you out. I'll leave a link down in the description for his YouTube channel and for his website, so pop over and check him out. Yes, so as I say, they're in the treatment's in, doing a lot better now. They're not sulking like they were, a bit more active. So I've got to treat again. I think it says 14 days on the packet. Obviously UV's off, trickling's off. Sorry about that, the wind really got windy then. Yeah, so I'm holding off with the covers. I was thinking maybe put the covers on this weekend, but obviously with putting treatment in there, I want to keep my eye on them. So I'm going to hold off. I'm not sure the weather's like next week. It did say it's going to be a couple of degrees warmer, so I don't know. It might be next week or the week after. I'll get onto my last of my winter maintenance and winter prep, and covers will be going on very shortly. Maybe next week after with the covers, I don't know. We'll have to keep me on temperatures. But I did think about it this week, but with treatments I decided to hold off. So apart from that, all good in here. Hopefully the treatment's going to work and I don't get any more issues after that. As for the bunker, I have ordered the bits I need to sort out my valve. I decided in the end, let's get around here, to bite the bullet and not go for the slide valve again. On that, I've decided to go for the ball valve. And when I originally looked into this ball valve, what ball valve was needed. Hang on, I'm very dark here. Very light. Yeah, when I looked into what ball valve and stuff I needed, I looked at Evolution Aqua, and it was a single union ball valve it says to use, which was bloody expensive. Now, on more research and things like that, I've decided, where I found that you don't need a single union one, which is more expensive. I don't get that, but I have ordered the stuff I need for these. Hopefully that will be here Monday, we'll see, so I can get that ball valve sorted out. Now, it was a lot cheaper than I expected, so the ball valve, I think it was worked out at £18 in the end for the ball valve, so it's not as bad at all. If I'd have known that in the past, that I could get them ball valves that price, I don't think I'd have used slide valves on my upflow filters and stuff, to be honest, because I think the slide valves are around £13–14, so for an extra £3 or £4 you can get a ball valve, a decent ball valve. So yeah, but I want to say a massive thank you to everybody on the last video who offered help and support, and had some offers of ball valves and stuff like that. Had slide valves offers, ball valves. Even had somebody offer me with the LearnX Pro to tide me over. He said, if you want to come pick some up, I've got some spare, come pick it up. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for all your offers of help. I really do appreciate it. Obviously the LearnX Pro, I want to take it there. I didn't want the fish suffering, so that's something I had to order straight away. As soon as I found it, I ordered that. But again, for everybody who made an offer of help in whatever way, I really do appreciate it. It just goes to show what a fabulous koi community we have got here, you know, to help people out offering the ball valves. Now I've got to admit, I did give a ball valve away myself. It was one of these ones, these yellow ones. I had one of those spare, and somebody now needed one, so I gave them the ball valve. But as I said, I'm not going for those. But again, it's all part of the community. If I've got something that I'm not using and somebody needs it, they're more than welcome to it. That's the whole idea of this community, and it's this, you know, it is great to see that community come together and make these offers and help each other out whenever they can. So that's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, the stuff for this is on the way. Like I say, hopefully Monday that'll be here. I can get that sorted. Fish are all doing well in here, no problems. The heater is now on. I am not running it 24 hours a day now. I've decided. It's only been on the last couple of days, to be honest. I haven't had a chance to do a full proper test to see how much fuel it's using yet. So what I'm doing now, I'm actually running the fuel level down. There's only a little bit left in there. I'm running that to completely runs out, because it's got a little sediment piece at the bottom. So where that is, that's going to be it's empty in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in, once it runs out, so I know I'm not getting no more through, I'm going to put a litre in and put a litre and mark until I'm full, and then I'll know then how many litres, roughly how many litres it's using. I have set it to 17 in here, and it's actually got up to 18, so yeah. But like I say, I'm not doing it 24 hours a day. At the moment it's just mainly going to be on the night now. I think I'm going to turn it on the evening, and then when I get up for work in the morning I'll turn it off, because it will hold the temperature and the water will hold the temperature until the temperatures go outside to really cold, you know, minuses in the day, around to the zeros and minus levels. I may then decide to keep it on a ticking over on a lower temperature all day. We'll see how it goes, but it is just on tick over now, which I'm happy about. So it's lovely and snug in here. But yeah, I was going to say something, I can't remember what. Never mind, it's gone, it'll come back hopefully. Yeah, so when the ball valve comes, I'll get that put in and I'll come back with you. So until then, see you soon. Okay guys, so now it's Monday. Still waiting for the ball valve to arrive, hasn't arrived yet. Don't know, maybe tomorrow, hopefully it will. But I have been testing my heater. I've had it running now. I did a thing yesterday, I'll show you. I completely filled my tank with 10 litres of fuel. I marked it up at each litre, and I've now run it for exactly 24 hours in 3, 2, 1. Now, I turned it on exactly 24 hours ago. Now I set the heating here to 17, and the temperature in here now, as it was obviously a bit cooler on the night, but it's in the day now, it is back up to 19 in here, and it has brought the water temperature up to 17, which I'm happy about, which is good. So we're going to have a look how much it's used in exactly 24 hours of constant running, on constant tick over. So we're going to have a look at that, and we'll come on from there. Okay guys, if you can see here, that was my empty line. I still got my settlement chamber, and I filled up every litre and I put a mark. Now I filled it yesterday to there, so which is 1, 2, 3, I'd say 3 1/4 litres on there in 24 hours on that. So let's go back in here and have another chat. Ooh. Goes in here, and we are still, let's have a quick look. We'll make sure we set at it still. Yep, still set at 17. Okay, so 3 1/4 litres. I know it's not the most economical thing to run on that, but as you know, I managed to get some fuel. I still haven't done the windows yet, so I have got to double glaze these. I have got the plastic sheet to do. I've just got to get round to doing it, so that's going to save me some energy on that as well, and so keep the heat in here. Now I'm thinking with that, I don't think I'm going to run it 24 hours a day. Definitely going to run it over the night, in the night to keep the temperatures up and keep the water temperatures up, and it'll be off throughout the day unless we have some really cold temperatures. But it's going to take this bunker does retain the heat quite well. When it's really cold out there, it stays quite warm in here. I think the lowest I've had it in here is about 13 and a half when first thing on the morning, and it's like 5 and 6 degrees outside, if not lower. So it does hold the heat well in here, so I really don't think I need to have it running all day. I was going to run it on the night to keep the temperature up when it really was cold, and then turn it off in the day, so that's going to save me fuel anyway. But Graham actually came up with a good point. Don't know if it's right or not. This tank here, there's no water in it, it's completely empty. So I'm obviously having to heat just air in there. Now Graham says if I had this tank up and running, stick it, fill it with water and back on the system, I don't think I'm going to put any fish in there at the moment. At some point it's going to be filled back up anyway, because when the fish are big enough inside, they're going to come out anyway. So he said just run the system anyway. This water will heat up, and to whatever temperature it gets to at the moment, it's 17, and it's going to take a lot longer for this water to cool down than it will for the air to cool down in here. Yes, I can close this and keep it in, but it's not going to make any difference. Whether that will or not, I don't know. It might be worth a try. Rather than me actually trying to warm up air and warm the water, which will retain the heat longer, could be a good point. So something I might have to do, just fill it back up with water and get it up and running again on the system. We'll see how we go. But yeah, that's a good point, to be honest. Obviously, as I said, got the windows to do as well. That will really help with keep retaining the heat in here. Yeah, so that's it on the heater. I'm happy with it running for 24 hours. I don't know whether to lower the temperature in here again. Is 17 enough? Seems to be keeping it quite warm in here, getting some water up to 17, so which, means I can still feed. I could take it a bit lower, get the water down to around the 15, which means I can still feed. I probably won't feed the high protein food, I'm not feeding that much of it anyway. But they seem happy enough, so yeah. As I say, it's not the most economical. Yes, an air source heat pump is obviously probably at the moment the most economical way to go. But obviously you've got the outlay price on that, rather than the heater is £100. It's a lot more for an air source heat pump. And obviously with the energy bills at the moment, running that as well, that would be more expensive than what I've paid for the fuel at the moment. Obviously when my fuel runs out, yes, it's going to get quite expensive, but I've got more than enough for this year, I think, especially if I only do it through the night. But we'll see how it goes. I'm happy with it. If I run out and I can't run it overnight, I just let the temperatures go down and give them their winter, and obviously I won't I'll stop feeding them or whatever I need to do. So yeah, so not much more I can do until this ball valve arrives. So don't know when that's going to come. Hopefully today. Still got time for it to arrive. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So yeah, I'll come back with it soon. Okay guys, back again. Now, ball valve, my bits still haven't arrived, unfortunately. Obviously with these postal strikes and everything else that's been going on, it's a little bit delayed, so that hasn't arrived yet, so that won't be done in this video. But I did receive a lovely email from a lady in New Hampshire, USA, Maureen. It's an absolutely lovely email. I have replied to that email, Maureen, so I don't know if you've read it yet. I don't think you've seen it yet, explaining things, but I want to say a massive thank you to Maureen. It was made me a lovely offer, but I can't accept it, I really can't. Absolutely fantastic offer. It was really appreciated, but I just can't accept that. There's no way I can accept that offer, but it's a lovely email. I have replied, so hopefully it'll explain everything in there. And yeah, so that's it. Like I say, fantastic email. And as I said earlier on in the week, thank you all for the offers as well, the other offers of help I had. I really do appreciate everybody who made an offer of help and support, but more than that, really was a lovely offer. I do appreciate that. Hopefully the ball valve will be here the weekend. More testing to do on the diesel heater. I've still got my windows to try and sort out. As I said, I have got the perspex for it. I've just got to figure a way of getting that gap in there and sorting that out. Hopefully that will be, depending on other jobs I've got to do, I might try and do some of that the weekend. I'll have to see. I think I'm going to sort this tank out, everything else for that one. But yeah, massive thank you again. So that's it for now. Until the next one, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to pop over to Facebook. On there, check me out on that one. So until the next one, stay safe. Jobs are good.